Alright, this is Longest Day, and this is the GT versus Miami 2014 game. This is the second series in the game for the offense, and we'll dive right on in. Alright, first we want to notice we're unbalanced a little bit on this side. This is end up going to be a rocket toss. I also want to note that this outside linebacker is stepped up. So we'll go ahead and start this play, get the rocket toss off. And you can see we are able to at least slow these guys down right in this area, and we could get to the outside before they can get there. Now this outside linebacker step to the line did give us a problem. We weren't able to get to the outside and contain him, and that forces his A-back to kind of give him some attention to make sure he doesn't get a tackle for loss. This A-back's main target is going to be this cornerback right here, because this wide receiver is breaking on the inside and is supposed to stop this safety. So we're going to see him pay some attention here, make sure he don't get a tackle for loss, try to come out and get his guy. The cornerback turns the play to the inside, and we end up making very few yards. Go ahead and get to the next play, 2nd and 8. It's going to be a triple option, and I do want to note that it's going to be a triple option this way, and this outside linebacker is very hesitant. He doesn't commit, doesn't move, and that actually kills him either way. We can make yards either way based on this outside linebacker. So we're going to go ahead and start the play, get it to the mesh, and what ends up happening is this defensive end is on the outside, and we're running on the inside. We release well. There's really no contact, and we're able to have the center release well and get out to this Mike linebacker and make a block. So we end up making a first down, mainly because this Mike linebacker is so hesitant, because we're all the way into the mesh. He hasn't moved. And we're all the way into the line. He hasn't moved, and we're going to make some yards if people don't make moves. I also noticed that on the Mike linebacker, he seems real hesitant as well, and we end up making some good plays off of him being hesitant. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into the next play right here, and you'll watch this be very different. This outside linebacker, from the minute we snap the ball, he's breaking. He's breaking hard for the B-back. It's a cross charge. You see this defensive end goes out. Outside linebacker goes in, cross charge, supposed to be a keep, and you can see that JT rides this mesh very long. It forces this cross charging out linebacker to take the B-back because he's not sure who has the ball. It's one thing JT has done a great job is when he does the mesh, you really don't know who has the ball at the end. In fact, many times I've been at the game and fooled. People are cheering. I wonder why. The B-back didn't make any yards, but JT has it. And he's already pitched it, and someone's made a touchdown. So he does a great job with the mesh, forces that outside linebacker to take him. This defensive end is going to the outside, and so you have a key decision here. Does he keep the ball or does he pitch it? And you can see this defensive end is on the outside here. He's kind of shaded on the outside. I still think this is probably a pitch read. JT doesn't pitch it, and he's able just to squeeze through the two defenders and make a good 6 yards. Now the question is, what happens if you pitch it? So let's go look. One I want to notice right here is that we don't quite make our block. If this Mike linebacker is 2 yards closer, we block him. So we don't quite make our block. The second thing is this defensive end, this engagement right there slows down the off tackle, and he's not able to block. So you have this Mike linebacker free to come in and kind of try to make the tackle, maybe even a tackle for loss. The second thing that happens is A-back right here isn't able quite to make his block and get around them. And if the Mike linebacker didn't stop the A-back, this guy would have, and we end up probably making more yards from the keep. Was it the right read? It's very close. He is a shade on the outside. I'm going to give the decision to the quarterback on that particular one. We'll let Coach Paul Johnson decide whether he made the right read or not. All right, on this particular play right here, it's going to be a QB. I think it's a QB follow. I don't think it's a midline. Someone with a little bit more experience than me can probably comment on this. Is it a QB follow? Is it midline? I really can't tell where JT is looking. If it's a midline, he should be watching this line. He does kind of look like he's looking this way. But if it's a midline, he should be watching the line and making a decision. That's why I think it's a QB follow. So the hole is there, but it closes pretty fast. So they end up stopping JT for just a few yards. He is quick and not as tall as most people, so he's able actually to get underneath right there and make probably more yards than maybe somebody with a little bit more height on him. So he squeezes in, gets right close to the first down. So we'll go ahead. It's going to be 3rd and 1. There's no Byerly here. They're leaving JT in. He's going to make the first down, and basically it's the same play, and we're able to get in there and make the first down. Go ahead and head to the next play. 1st and 10. What's going to happen here? Well, one thing, notice what's going to happen is this outside linebacker is going to walk up to the line. Both of these guys are going to the outside, and you're going to leave the middle containment up to this Mike linebacker. So the Mike linebacker does not hesitate in this particular play. He does hesitate in a lot of his plays, but in this particular play, he goes downhill fast. The Virginia Tech Mike linebacker did a much better job of reading and reacting and getting to the play than this particular Mike linebacker. But on this particular play, I do want to point out that he reacts fast, steps up into the hole, and he hits Lasky pretty good. We do make 3 yards, though. So on his best play, we make 3 yards. We're on schedule. So we will take that. Can he keep up his best play the whole game? I did want to look at something real quick before we leave that play. One thing that's happening is right here we're getting a chip on the center. You can see the center's being disrupted, and that makes it much harder to get to the Mike linebacker. If we could have gotten to the Mike linebacker, you can see we've made a lot more yards. We'd had to get by the safety, but definitely could have picked up a few more yards. All right, so we'll go ahead and get to the next play. We got some exciting things to look at, and see what happens. All right, so here we are again. Both of these guys look like they're going to the outside. That's going to be a give read to the B-back. We're releasing free and clear. There's no bumps on this center right here, so he's free to come out and make his block on the Mike linebacker. Great job right there. All right, the thing that we do miss out on is this particular guard right here isn't able to make his block, and we missed the block there, and he ends up being the guy to make the tackle. I don't want to leave this out because this is a great play. Watch Shaq right here. Shaq takes on this guy. Watch him. Watch what happens right here. Wham. Pushes him right over, right on top of him. That's a pancake right there. Great play by Shaq. I wish we could have made more yards on that play, but you definitely don't want to miss out when a offensive lineman just totally dominates his guy. Incredible. The offensive line does a great job in this game. I would give the game ball probably to the offensive line. Zach is a workhorse. I mean, he does his job there, but the offensive line just they both, between Zach Lasky and the offensive line, they really did a great job in this game. Let's go ahead and continue on and see what happens here. Here we have the importance, where it's 3rd and 5, and this is the whole reason why I went into this series. First, I want to state that Justin Thomas did a great job in this game. Very few misreads, but this is why it's so important to have a quarterback who makes great reads, and Justin Thomas is one of those. Last year in the Miami game, we missed a lot of reads, and I think that's one of the reasons why we didn't win that game. When you miss reads and you can't run the triple option, it makes it so much more difficult to run the triple option. So right here, you have a cross-charging outside linebacker who's stepping up, and you remember what happened last time. This mesh happens longer. It forces this outside linebacker to take the B-back, and then Justin should keep the ball. Now we'll go through this play, and you can see that he's given the ball to Lasky, and the outside linebacker takes him. So the other thing to note is that this defensive end is also going on the inside. So both of these guys are reading, a keep by JT. And in fact, if you look on the outside right here, you can see that the safety's coming up, and we had a blocker for the safety. This cornerback's down here in the bottom right here. He's way back there. This is open. This is possibly a touchdown for JT. on the outside, and if not for JT, possibly for the A-back on the pitch. Now, the thing that we don't know is Paul could have called a triple option with some sort of, give direction for the B-back. We don't know that for sure, but this is probably one of two, maybe three misreads JT had the whole game. I want to say first, make sure I make this clear. JT has done a great job of reading the triple option and runs it very well and crisp. And the meshes are just incredible to make the defense guess. This particular series I wanted to show you is just how important that is, because we don't make the first down and we end up having to punt the ball. All right, I hope you enjoyed this series. We'll look forward to your comments below. Thank you.